is semi-final knockout time of the ITM Cup, and it is Trafalgar Park who will play host to semi-final number 1. It is the fast-finishing, first-place finished Tasman Makos who will host the Canterbury side, who have finished 4th in the regular season. Hello everyone and welcome along to Cornf1lakes Crib, your home of Rugby Challenge 2 and the ITM Cup series, which is coming to a close very quickly. Just a couple of matches remain possibly after today. Tasman in semi-final number 1 against Canterbury, and it is Southland who will be up against Wellington for semi-final number 2. All to play for here for Tasman. They have finished top of the table somehow because they beat Wellington early in the season. The only reason I could think of, if you're confused why I say that, check out the last video of the regular season where Tasman beat Auckland to see just how weird that table ended up. Before today, it is Tasman. You may notice a few changes to this Tasman side, notably at 9 and 11. The scrum half, Billy Guyton, comes in to the Tasman 15 in the place of Jimmy Cowan, who is gone for absolute forever. 3 or so months he is out for, 92 days, something like that. He is gone for the season. He will not help Tasman to this title if they should get to the final. And the other man who is out is James Lowe, who is gone for approximately 10 days, which will most likely see him out of the final should Tasman make it. Scott comes in to take his place, but this team is still looking rather sharp. Muddy Banks looked sublime last week, and with Marshall outside him and Fonatia looking like they're both in hot form, it should be still a good knock here for this Tasman side. If they can make it through tonight, they will be home grand finalists for this season's ITM Cup. And it is almost the neighbours here, Canterbury and Tasman, both from the mid to the north-south island where these two sides come from. So both catchment areas for the Canterbury Crusaders side. So teammates to a certain point for a lot of them as well. Canterbury have finished 4th in the ITM Cup regular season, and you look through the side, they've really pulled out the big guns for this game. We've got McCaw, we've got Carter, we've got Todd in there as well, Franks, Whitelock, Romano. There's talent throughout. This is a hugely experienced, internationally, domestically, this is a massive side. There's not too many unknown names in this Canterbury team, and they're going to be very hard to beat. They have it all to play for, and they will be playing away should they make it into the grand final, regardless of who it is against, based on the position that they've finished. But they will give it all, and they know, just a side with all these big names in it that Canterbury have, that no matter what, they will be tough to beat on any night. This match is due to get underway. The players look set on the field. We'll get down for the kickoff of this first semi-final of the ITM Cup. It'll be the Tasman Makos, Marty Banks with the ball, in the red and blue, up against Canterbury in the darker red and black, receiving the kickoff. Underway we get. Whistle is gone, and it is semi-final number 1 of the ITM Cup underway, and intercepted instantly. Canterbury find themselves to the ball, and there's a big pass away to Daniel Carter. He runs through them all, finally taken. No, he's not, still going, busting. Finally, 4 tackles later, he is taken down. Here's Franks now, he'll go for a run himself. Canterbury hot on the attack almost instantly. Whitelock picked up and driven backwards from Halanukanuka. Big tackle from the big man. Here's McCaw going himself, and he is taken. Big tackle backwards coming in from Wheeler. Manu looks left, he finds Blindell, who goes short back into Romano, interceptor from Kavabati, and finally it goes back to the Canterbury side.
Release.
Goodness me, Tasman need to pick up their handling skills if they're going to get in this game here. Back it goes, Blindell over the top for Carter, and Banks takes him out just and gets a penalty to boot. Banks and Carter head on head here. Banks wins that matchup, and Tasman, remarkably right centre field here, will go for touch. The slight wind is coming from left to right as Banks smashes this one into touch. He goes just short of the 22, and he'll set up the set piece here for the Makos. Line out to take place, 10 minutes into the game. It's been all Canterbury so far. And it comes, and oh, it's been stolen from Romano at the front. Not the best set piece play there from Tasman. They look to twist this one towards the touchline, but it won't go their way. Now they'll run it out. Nice run there. Eventually going to ground from Hodgman. And here's Nasi Manu. Away he goes. He's got big speed for a big man. He's found Wailock in support. And it's finally taken down. Good tackle coming in from Malnick. Hines picked up and driven away from the ball. Tasman just about finding the ball security there, but it doesn't come back. Romano, big tackle coming in from Wheeler once again. Squire has stolen it. Marshall, quick hands, Fonatia. Fonatia's taken and has missed Scott completely. Quinton McDonald will jump on it. And Tasman looking messy there. As Billy Guyton fires one wide for Marshall. And beautiful run, Marshall just chopped down as he looks to break away. Quick run, here's McDonald again, a speedy player for a hooker. Here's Billy Guyton, Sue, Guyton runs to the defence, Christie on hand is Heem running away, he's got support, no, he goes for the grubber instead, and Richie Moanga ends up taking it into touch. Option taking there from Bryce Heem, not bad in the end. In the 22 now are Tasman. Line out didn't work too well last time for Quinton McDonald, this time he hits Kavibati. Guyton fires it out, Kalamatangi hits the line and banks, frees some room up for Squire, who throws it wildly out and is picked up from none other than Daniel Carter, who smashes this one away amidst the tackle as well. Heem's there, and he runs it back, looks for Wheeler, needs some support, gets Christie slips it back for McDonald, who drops the ball, and Banks has to pick it up, and all of a sudden Tasman are in their own 22. Guyton round the corner. He's missed them out, and it's picked up from Blindell. Here's Hines. Horrible ball from Hines, and it will run dead and goal. Well, Canterbury are dominating this matchup, but these two sides need to realise that it is winner takes all here. 3 points are as good as 5 at the moment. Tasman have opted for the 22 dropout, given that little grubber from Hines was just a few metres from their goal line. It's led to bounce from Moanga, and he turns and he'll return the kick over the head of Tasman, and it's Perry who comes away with it. Wheeler slips it to Scott, back to Perry, and Perry is driven backwards. Big tackle coming in there. Canterbury look to get numbers, and numbers they do to the ruck, and they will turn the ball over. Hines goes himself, finds McCaw through 3.
Release.
To ground goes Richie McCaw, and Hines looks wide. Romano, big tackle on Romano, and somehow he's retained the ball. Carter looks to go himself, finds his competition there in Perry, and Perry's turned him over as well. Away for Heem, just about slipping away there, but a good tackle from Kirasoma takes him down. Banks will take this ball and he'll kick it from in his 22 and give Moanga a bit of a job. He's messed it up. He's gone into touch, turning from taking that kick, realised he was a bit closer than he thought to the touchline, and the mistake is made from Richie Moanga. Line out, 10-metre line. McDonald to Kavibati, finds Billy Guyton. Billy Guyton runs. Guyton's through them all. Guyton for the corner. What a dreadful tackle that is. It's going to run dead and goal. That is a horrible tackle on Billy Guyton. He did everything right, but a bit of unsportsmanship behaviour there from Canterbury has cost him a real chance to look to make most of that opportunity. Dan Carter will kick this one out from the 22. He pops it onto his left boot and goes high up to halfway, and Kieran Fonatia, who we haven't heard of at all tonight, gets away with the ball, and Kalamatangi is running away from everyone. He finds Marshall, and it's Marshall for the corner, going away himself. He had support, he didn't use it, and Canterbury will get this ball back. Dreadful stuff. Marshall just had to get that away. In the end, it's Carter who kicks it away, and back there is Malnick. He sits it up for him, and he's thrown that to no one. Christie is rampaging back. Somehow that was not from an offside position. Banks is there, Heim intercepted, and away they come. McNichol.
Release.
Canterbury the bit of everything at the moment, as Nasi Manu looks wide. Here it is again from Kirasoma. He's gone over the top, but Malnick has pulled that in. Sensationally done from the fullback. Wade didn't call a mark there, I'm unsure. Tasman are in trouble here. And Canterbury have dedicated a lot of players to this ruck. Here's Guyton. Swings it wide, and he's opened it up now. Billy Guyton slips it off to Marshall. Marshall running away. He gets through Romano. Now he kicks ahead. The chase is coming from Tasman. Here they come with Heen. Running back there. It's Adam Whitelock beating them all to the pole. Oh, that's close. That was very close. We'll go to half time, but goodness me, how tight could it have been? Adam Whitelock left it alone, and it was just about Bryce Heen's birthday on a grassy paddock out there. Half time we had, and it is 0-0 between Tasman and Canterbury. 52 possession, 48 going to Tasman, but look at the territory. They've been pinned down in their own half from considerably most of the match. So far, 3/4 of the match has been all inside Tasman's half of the field. Line breaks though, Tasman 4, Canterbury 2, but when you're running from your own 22, it just makes things very hard from making the most of a line break. Handling errors are proving costly as well, 10-0 from Canterbury. They have been the team to make the most of their ball in hand, not making any mistakes and giving Tasman the guilty chance of putting something in the corner. Tasman, Canterbury locked up 0-0, semi-final number 1 of the ITM Cup. And we have 40 minutes of action still to come. Will someone be able to break this deadlock? Canterbury have looked the team more likely to do it. Tasman have built into their game later on in the first half. We still have a full half yet to play, so let's get back down to the action for the second half of this first ITM Cup semi-final. Daniel Carter's been involved very much in this match for Canterbury. And he will kick off the second half. He goes to the right side, looking for his forwards to make a rampaging run, but it's Kalamatangi who does it instead for the Makos. Sets it up, Quinton McDonald, he'll play scrum half, and he finds Marshall, who's just about looked explosive. Fonatia finds through for Heen, and Bryce Heen runs away. Can he find the support this time? He Gribbers, it's left alone from Mwanga. He goes again, chance here for Heen, he'll get it. Bryce Heen scores. Tasman hit the lead, and it is Bryce Heen who has scored an absolute plethora of tries this season, grabs another one. Off the grubber kick he tried earlier, this time he was able to get past Richie Moanga. There was a chase from Carter. Adam Whitelock was there as well. There's Moanga for another go. Kira Soma tried his hand as well, but in the end it was Bryce Heen who got the job done. Beautiful grubber, hit it on a pinpoint. That is exactly where you want those grubber kicks to go. Off the knee, that one. And then plants it down right in the corner. Try to Tasman. They take the lead. How crucial will that be for the Makos in this match? Even more crucial could be this kick. Marty Banks. Slight breeze coming over his right shoulder. Up he steps. Few in from touch, strikes it nicely, it's holding his line, and it is a successful conversion. Marty Banks hits the 2, it's Tasman 7, Canterbury 0. What a game we've had so far. Finally some points, but there's been a definite huge amount of entertainment here in this one. Up it goes, and Christie comes down with it. Finds his hooker, Quinton McDonald on the return. Here's Fonatia finding the ball to Heem again. Is he going to have another go? He does. Through he goes past Richie Moanga. But it is again, it's Hines this time who comes away with it as they go back to Carter, who knocks it on. And eventually it's gone into touch here. I think it might have been Banks who slipped that one out, but it has been knocked on from Canterbury. Daniel Carter looking for the kick. He come up against a rampaging forward. Looked like it might have been Wheeler or Christie involved in that one. Scrum feet. Billy Guyton and the Tasman Makos will set this one up. Steady scrum from both teams. Surely, Canterbury hit late, they hit hard, and Hines will get this back for his side. Carter this time gets his kick away. Not a bad one either as he looked for territory in the corner. Back there is Milnick as, oh wow, here comes Adam Whitelock and an absolute monstrous high tackle. That's going to cost Canterbury, and it's going to cost them 10 in the bin. Adam Whitelock is gone. That was dreadful. No question here. Marty Banks will smash this into touch and look to quickly restart the game. Not his best kick there. Looks for a bit of compassion coming in from Wheeler. Guess what he's after? Line out. Quinton McDonald will throw in. Time ticking on here. 55 gone is Guyton. Flicks it wide, and it is Banks who runs and gives it to Marshall. A gap out there without Whitelock, and Fonatere is in the free. Looks to come up against the fullback, but a great tackle coming in from Richie Moanga has silenced the mare. He goes to ground, and it's ball for Canterbury. Hines, big tackle, fully legal on Willie Hines. Still ball, Romano. He's picked up and he's taken as Daniel Carter looks to inject himself into the game yet again. Whitelock over the top. This time it's offside from Guyton, and it's some space out here for Johnny McNichol. Infield he goes. Nasimanu to Romano. He's taken down. Beautiful tackle. Still Canterbury have the ball. Still Tasman on defence. Advantage Tasman. And through goes Nasimanu. We will come back. Cody Taylor, the one with the forward pass. Well, yeah, there it was.
Crouch.
So another scrum feed, this time outside the 22 of Tasman. The Makos. Oh, but Canterbury have got the scrum on an absolute thread here. They will turn over another one. Hines gives it straight out to Blindell, who's taken from Guyton, almost in anger at the way his front row and his forwards have been performing here. The time you need them to be at their best, they have been far from. Taylor, and Cody Taylor's taken high, almost in slow motion there. Nothing on, and it's really given Canterbury the opportunity because it's brought Adam Whitelock back onto the field, which is a real wasted chance here from the Tasman Makos. Will they go for 3? Oh, they do. Not a bad option this, because it gets them within just a try of being back in the lead. Carter will kick it, and it steps and he hits it nicely. And as you would expect, a simple one for a man of this calibre. Daniel Carter makes it 7-3. We have a real tight contest here in this beautiful night sky. A bit of cloud around, but shouldn't be any rain here. 4 points of difference. And Banks will resume the match here. Kicking off, he goes flat and across to the left-hand side for Canterbury. Beautiful turnaround ball, and McNichol's ended up. Oh, look at this! Look who it is! It's Romano running away, but Marshall runs him down simply in the end. Too much speed. What a player to have on the end of the ball. Shorter goes to Blindell, who's driven backwards. Canterbury hang on to the ball again. Hines looks to go himself. He's been smashed, but Romano, the man of the moment, finds McCaw.
Release.
Tasman need this ball. They're not going to defend their lead if they can't get the ball, but there's a mistake. Another forward pass close to the ruck, this time Nasimanu, the man guilty of making the error. Well, maybe he received that from Whitelock.
Crouch. Touch.
Scrum feed again for Tasman, but we've seen their scrummaging has been woeful so far tonight. They've lost 2 scrum feeds. This time they're on the money. And this time, Lem Squire will run away with it. He finds Banks, who has been very quiet. Marshall looks to shimmy, looks to step, gets away again. Oh, his pass is horrible. Scott has to go on to touch. Oh, such an opportunity from Marshall. Just couldn't link up. And Tasman still in their own half. Still in trouble here. 2 minutes to go. Taylor will throw in, and it's taken from Whitelock. Slips it back to Hines. Here's Manu looking for a big run. Canterbury and Tasman fighting this one out here. A place in the grand final at stake. There goes the buzzer, and we have a game on here. Oh, Kalamatangi, he's got it, and he's kicked it out. That is the ball game. Kalamatangi is still at the breakdown, and he smashes it straight into touch. Drops it on the boot, get rid of that ball, send it to game over. Tasman have done enough to beat their neighbours, 7 points to 3. Dejected faces on the Canterbury players. They made a match of it with the penalty, but in the end they could not link up to score a try. Tasman got one brilliant piece from Bryce Heem, and the conversion from Marty Banks in the end proved to be enough in a very, very low scoring affair in this first semi-final of the ITM Cup. As for Canterbury, just the penalty goal was all that they could manage through the boot of Dan Carter. Not really to their game plan at all. They were looking for tries and they just could not break down this Tasman defence in the end. The stats, well, possession was almost dead even, but you just see Canterbury playing the territory game absolutely perfectly. 67% to 33%. Tasman were in their own half just about all night long. In the end, there was just one freakish play from Bryce Heem, grubbering a past Mwanga and just kept on getting the soccer kick away to score at the other end. Unbelievable try, and it in the end as well was the match winning of this game for the Makos. Handling errors, well, they were a problem still, but Tasman only made an extra couple from half time. Canterbury made 5 in the second half, and they did not look as clinical as in the first, that's for sure. Both sides made one high tackle mistake. Canterbury did not make the most, Tasman did not make the most of the time that Canterbury had the player in the bin. The yellow card to Adam Whitelock, could not capitalise in the end. Line break 7-5. Tasman were carving up, Canterbury were carving up, but the defence, the drifting defence, the desperate defence, the scrambling defence was enough from both sides to limit this game to just one try. Well, that is full time here. Tasman have booked a home final for the ITM Cup. The question is, who will they be against? Let's have a look now. It will be Southland and Canterbury, and we'll wrap up before heading in to that next match. Southland, Wellington. Who will it be in the final to face Tasman? Stick around and stay tuned. That one will be coming up very soon before we have the grand final, where we have a team that will be featured from the two we are following, maybe even two. We have to watch the second semi-final to see if the Stags can do the same as the Tasman Makos in the ITM Cup. So thank you all for tuning in and watching, and I'll see you next time for semi-final number 2. Until then, take care.